Hi students, in this video, I'll be going through how to do prime factorization using successive short division. So first, let's recap what does it mean to prime factorize a number. So prime factorization is the process of expressing a composite number as the product of its prime factors. Okay, let me use a simple number like 6 to illustrate this. So 6, we can express it as 2 times 3, right? Okay, so 6 itself is not a prime number, but once we express it as 2 times 3, you can see that it's now the product expressed as the product of its prime factors already, because 2 is a prime number and 3 is also a prime number. Okay, and it's expressed as the product of these two prime numbers. So what we have done when we express 6 as 2 times 3 is we have prime factorized the number 6. All right, so we can always do the same thing for numbers that are much bigger than 6. So let me use an example like, let's say 72. Okay, and I'm going to use the method of successive short division, okay, to break it down or to prime factorize the number 72. Okay, so what you will do is you will write the number 72 here. Okay, so the first thing you need to ask yourself is what number can we divide 72 by? Okay, such that we get another whole number. Okay, and this number that we want to divide by should always be a prime number. So the way to approach this is to always start with the smallest prime number, which is 2. So we will divide 72 by 2. Okay, so over here we are doing dividing. Okay, so we will divide 72 by 2. So we will end up with 36. Okay, then we will now ask ourselves, can we further divide 36 by another prime number? So 36 is still an even number, so we will divide by 2. Essentially, every time you have an even number, what you will want to do is to divide it by the smallest prime number, which is 2. Okay, so 36 divided by 2 will give us 18. Okay, then 18 is still an even number, so obviously we can still divide by 2. So we will get 9. Okay, so 9 is now an odd number, but it's very obvious that we can divide 9 by 3, right? So we divide 9 by 3. Okay, so we will get 3. And then finally 3, we will divide by 3 to get 1. Okay, so this entire process will stop. Okay, once you arrive at 1. Okay, once you get 1, you stop the process. Okay, so now you see over here, 72 divided by 2, we get 36. Okay, so 72 divided by 2, we get 36. 36 divided by 2, you get 18. 18 divided by 2, you get 9. 9 divided by 3, you get 3. 3 divided by 3, you get 1. Okay, so now 72, okay, can be expressed as 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. And this is how we prime factorize 72, because we have now expressed 72 as the product of its prime factors. Okay, so all these numbers 2, 2, 2, 3, 3 are all prime factors. Okay, but usually we like to express our answer in terms of index notation. So we will get 2 cubed times 3 squared. Right? So just always remember what we are doing here is we are dividing. So 72 divided by 2, we get 36. 36, we divide by 2, we get 18. 18, we divide by 2, we get 9. 9, we divide by 3, we get 3. 3, we divide by 3, we get 1. Okay, so we end up with 72 equals to 2 cubed times 3 squared. Okay, 2 cubed times 3 squared. So we have prime factorized 72 over here. Okay. Okay, let's try one more example. So let's maybe do 120. Okay, so let's do 120. So at this point in time, you can actually pause the video and try to do it yourself. And then after that, you continue playing the video to see if you're able to get the correct answer. Okay, so 120 even number, so divide by 2, so you get 60. Okay, 60 divided by 2, you get 30, so still even. Let's divide by 2 again. So you end up with 15. Okay, so now 15 is an odd number. So we'll think of another prime number to divide by. So we can divide by 3. So we end up with 5. Then we divide by 5. We end up with 1. So always remember the entire process will stop the moment we end up with a 1 over here. So same thing what we have done is 120 divided by 2, we end up with 60. 60, you divide by 2, you end up with 30. 30, you divide by 2, you end up with 15. 15, you divide by 3, you end up with 5. 5, you divide by 5, you end up with a 1. All right. So now 120 can be expressed as 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. So 2 times 2 times 2 is 2 cubed and times 3 times 5. All right. So this is how we have prime factorized 120. Okay, and this form where we express the answer like this is known as index notation. So typically in your exam, okay, they would want you to express your final answer in index notation. All right, so do take note of this. All right, so I hope this video has been helpful to you in enabling you to understand how to prime factorize a composite number using the successive short division method. All right.